Day number cinco. Getting close to 7 days. Could be another lost day. I think that's my fourth losing. I don't know. I think it's my fourth, maybe my fifth losing day in a row. Due for a win. Due for a win. All right, let's get straight into overall bias. So coming into the market, Asian kind of just kept falling after later New York session. New York session, it fell, and then London or Asian kind of just kept continuing that. And then we saw London reverse and then take out one of the Asian highs, but it wasn't the main high. So overall, it's more of a bullish day just because of London reversal, your continuation is usually what happens. But actually, it is what happens. But I decided to take a short because I'm an idiot. So pre-market, we kind of come up and I don't think. Wait, why is this marked out on this? This wasn't high there. Pre-market came up, got close to this high on at least on MQ. I don't think the high was not formed on MES, so it's only on MEQ. We took out this previous high. And we started to see some legs down. We were supposed to have JOLTS job openings at 10 a.m., but with the government being shut down, that is not going to come out. So we had no news, and yeah, 9:25, first 5 minutes of price action. Penis legs up. Giant penises. How big of a chip is that? How do I get on? Oh, I'm retarded. We started here. 68 ticks on MES. Wow. 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 Open up again. Oh, another bullish candle. First 10 minutes were just straight booming. At this point, I'm just like, if we get maybe some sort of retrace, I would be willing to enter because I'm bullish. Uh, we also made an SMT, 5-minute SMT before this, but we already took out these highs. But still very bullish. If we get some sort of retrace and tap back in, I'm willing to take a trade. One thing we do have to look at is MES was definitely lacking compared to MNQ. So these highs, yeah. So potential SMT, but we're not just gonna hope for that. And we end up crapping in bed. It's nice to see that we're crapping in bed. Wait, let me see if this is in the SMT. I might just be retarded. No, that's definitely an SMT. Yeah. For some reason I thought MNQ was higher. Maybe that's later into price action. We'll see. So we make that SMT. We then proceed to close through this gap on MES and on MQ, close to the gap and broke structure. Now, that is a decent amount of confluence. I then want to see some sort of retrace into this BPR that will be created. So you then get a leg up. Now, it's looking like prime entries. Thinking, oh, I'm going to win today. This is my day. My lucky flipping day. However, while this was happening, I was in class and I was distracted by a group project. Now, that's not an excuse for me to take a loss, but it is the reason I lost. We then proceed to tap into it, but price was like down here and I thought that it was going to close bearish because then I went to the 1 minute to find an entry, but I didn't realize that the 5 minute did not close bearish, which I needed to enter. So Price then realized, oh, he entered. No, but Price then proceeds to rate me and go all the way to my stop loss, and we proceed to then take out. Yeah, MQ was definitely higher here. These highs. So I actually don't think this is that bad of a trade, especially with. I think we even had there was even a 15-minute S&T by the time I would have entered. Yeah, 15-minute S&T, 5 minute close through, reconstruction on MQ, retrace. If this would have closed bearish, I would have entered. I entered anyways because I didn't realize, which was retarded. So I ended up losing another $350 on. Where's 300? Somewhere around there on my funded. Down a decent amount. Down a decent amount. But I'm not even worried. I don't think this is that bad of a trade. I definitely need to be. I might just like not even care about second block during school. So I just trade. See how the market kind of moves going forward with. See what we have tomorrow. I don't know how long this government shutdown thing is gonna last. So we have ISM manufacturing PMI, but I don't know if that's even come out. Or that's Wednesday. I'm an idiot. Tomorrow we have nothing. Oh, unemployment rate. That is tentative. Okay, so Friday we might or might not have news, and that looks like it'd be at 8:30. Yeah, I think that's usually at 8:30. Um, I feel like emotionally, kind of sucks that I keep losing, but I am following my strategy. Like I would have followed it if I didn't know. I mean, that's just kind of unfortunate, and I don't like losing sucks, but I know like I'm not losing. I'm losing because I'm doing the right things. I'm not losing because I'm doing the wrong things. So I'm not even mad about that. And I just been getting raped. Marcus has been cooking me, but it means I just have to put in more work. So yeah, I mean, I think what I could have done better. I think honestly, here, even if this trade did go in my favor and I did win, I do think on the 1 minute my entries could be a lot better because like all these gaps could have been filled. And if I would have entered, like I should have at least entered up here. Yeah, I mean, I would have just lost anyways. Yeah, I mean, this was not correct on this day. All right, well, that's it for today. Day 5 trade recap.